Hi, Aries. Welcome to my channel. My name is Edgar Mendez. I'm so happy you're here. I want to thank you, by the way, for being here and spending time and space with me. Today's reading is going to be focused on what you need to know most, and it's going to be followed by guidance. I'm pretty sure it's loving guidance, but I'm not quite sure. Yeah, we'll see what we get. I may or may not be drawing tarot, but we'll see about that. I've been pretty okay. I also want to let you all know I do have a lot of services open, and that includes live stream readings if you're interested in that. And all of that stuff, I think everything's open. I don't know. I try my best to check, but it's really hard. Anyway, if it's not, email me. Yeah, that will work. That really does work. All right. Okay, let's take a look here. Who steps forward? Oh no, my damn internet. Anyway, let's see. I am going to be drawing tarot. That's what I felt guided to do. So let's see. What does Aries need to know? I want to know what it's about first. Alrighty. Ooh. Yeah, you're trying to get to a place where you don't have to worry about things and you don't have to worry about being happy, moving towards happiness and kind of okay, I'm going to tell you what it feels like to me. And by the way, Kuan Yin does step forward to answer these questions. It's like you want to get to a place where you're happy and things are stress free. You want to get to that. That's like the happily ever after or the happy ending that all of us are in search of. You want that. Yeah, that's what you want. And it's been really annoying to get it. It's interesting here as well. You also have this energy where you don't want to regulate yourself as much. You want an experience where you can kind of let yourself loose. You don't have to pretend, or you don't have to restrict yourself as well. A really good example for this for me is like food. You know, just eat whatever you want and be a-okay. It's a pipe dream. It feels like that, right? But that's kind of like that. You're looking for that sort of experience. I feel here as well. You're definitely looking for change, right? When it comes to your life. Let's see where your life is right now. Ooh, not great. Yeah, it isn't in the best place, but I think you're gonna be okay. One of the things that Kuan Yin does state is for you to stick to your path, and I know how hard that is at times. It does feel like the path that you're on, or the part of the path that you're on, doesn't have too much excitement, but it is the path you're meant to walk. It's interesting. I'm going to tell you a good example. Connie didn't come up with it. It's like none of us want to like drive somewhere to, like, let's say you're going to Six Flags or something. You don't want to take that drive, right? But when you get there, it's worth it. So it's kind of that message. I know it feels long. I know it feels like you're stressed out or it's boring, but it is going to be worth it in the end. One of the things that they are Kuan Yin is suggesting that you do, is to remind yourself that you're not happy where you are. And I know that's a crazy thing to say, right? But you need to remind yourself, I don't want to be where I am. So let me keep pushing forward. And that's the key, right? And that's going to be our guidance for later. But that's what I see your situation about. So let's see. What does Aries need to know most right now? One of the things you need to know most is you need to keep following your intuition. I do feel with the Magician in its reversed here, though. Sorry, it's like it hurts. It hurts to say this. You're having a hard time. You're having a hard time sticking to that, and you're also having a hard time manifesting what it is that you want into your life. I feel one of your key things is you have unfinished cycles, right? Unfinished loops for some of you. It's hard to say, but with the Nine of Cups and the Four of Pentacles in its reverse, you're also not letting go of something that is probably not helpful for you. One of the things I'm seeing is, I don't know if can I have an example for that? Let me see if she comes through with that. Sorry, it isn't this one. It's this one right here. Yeah. You need to make a choice. You need to make a choice right now. It doesn't feel like, I kind of want to say, like, a good example of this, like, you only have so much time in a day, so much energy, and you have to make a choice between focusing on your career or focusing on your love life. Well, guess what? What needs to be done first? Like, what needs to be done? That's a good question, right? And then make that choice from that place. So let's say your career is fine. Just focus on love then. Let's say your let's say your love life is not great or something, but you really need a better job, and let's go in that direction. There's something like that that's playing out here. I am also seeing as well is that there are always going to be more opportunities, even if you feel that you're missing out on something that you was meant for you. And it's a harder one to accept. And one of the things that I'm really feeling here with that statement is that there is a love connection that you wanted that you may not get. Sorry, I don't want to say not, but you may not. And know that there's plenty of other opportunities here because you're coming through like that. I know it's a hard one. It really does hurt to channel this. Know that it hurts me. All right. When I say this, I know it hurts you too, but with the devil here, it's restricting you and it needs to go. It's something that didn't work out or something that it's not going to. It may not work out ever, or it may not work out right now. It's not going to work out right now. That's what it feels like. It's clear. And again, it's leaking to that choice. So you kind of have you have a choice between two choices, but there is only one option, actually. One thing you can choose because the other one's off the table. All right. We're going to look at now what else you need to know. Let's see, what else does Aries need to know about what they need to know most? Okay, we have blessings. Yeah, it's key that there's going to be plenty of other things headed in your direction, but you seem to not be able to let go of something to see that. We also have dreaming. Yeah, it's key here. I feel one of the things that they are suggesting you do, it's kind of reminds me, that question that you ask kids. It's a pointless question, by the way, right? It doesn't really make sense, but you ask them, what do you want to do when you grow up? Like, how the F are they going to know that, right? Whatever. It kind of feels like you have some kind of dream that you had for a long time that you don't really want to let go of. But if you were to, it would open you up to a lot of possibilities. It doesn't feel like you want to let go of it, or it could be like, let's say, an old job, or let's say it's like I'm going to give you an example. I don't want to say this. I feel like she might see this, but someone told me, like, I had this vision that I'm going to be a grandmother. And I was like, okay, great. But it kind of feels like that, like a vision that you had or some kind of scene that you've seen is linking you and it's keeping you from seeing the other possibilities. And the message here is to be a little bit more open to what else is out there. Okay? And it's the vision or something that you saw was powerful, right? And it may have been it may have actually been possible at one point, but right now I'm seeing a need for you to let go of that. And if it comes back, sorry, 1 second. Yeah, he did wrong. All right. If it comes back, then it does, right? But if it doesn't, then you open yourself into other possibilities. That's a harder one. I don't want to say this to you, but I really don't. But I have to make sure I give it. We also have trust, and then we have abundance. Yeah, there's plenty of things out there that's going to bring you as much fulfillment, or maybe even more. Than what this dream that you currently have is. I think it's a person. I gotta be real with you. You gotta decide for yourself. It feels like it's a person to me, or it's a situation that you really feel like you should be in. Or maybe it's a lifestyle you feel like you want to live. I really do. Some of these just feels like it's maybe being famous or rich or something. It's hard to say whatever this is. It's like it would be great, right? But there is other stuff and other better things, and possibly even easier things to access, and that bring just as much, right? So open yourself up to that. Let's see. Sorry, I just got a message from someone. All right. So sorry, she's she's gonna be answering the questions today. It's funny. It is what it is. All right. What else does Aries need to know? You kind of need to leave a situation from your past behind, but you kind of need to make your peace with it as well. It's key here. I'm going to tell you what I've done in this type of situation before so that you can understand what I'm saying when I say it, right? I've had to cut someone out of my life, and I had to do it twice because I wasn't letting go of them. And I had to do it in a quite brutal way. Don't regret it, by the way. It was the best decision of my life. And I'm not joking about that. But it feels here, you need to go. Some of you need to face it again. You need to go back to it, or you need to make your peace with it because you're harboring resentment or pain towards it. You will release. But the problem is, it requires you to go back. It requires you to face, right? And it requires you to see what you're not seeing. It's interesting. I think that past situation that's caused you a lot of pain. And again, I know it's kind of feels scattered a little bit, but it's the same message, I swear. The past situation that you feel connected to, there's pain there. You need to release that pain, and it will help close that cycle out for good. We have timing is critical. It's the feeling, because it kind of feels like there's a rush here, right? Timing is critical. Like you need to just move, right? Trust the process is what they want to say. Let's see. Kuan Yin is stepping back forward. Sorry. We have Kuan Yin who steps again. Kuan Yin, can you tell me what is the guidance that you want to give to them for the situation right now? Let's see. We have dive deep. Yeah. You've never looked deep enough at the situation. It doesn't feel like you've done enough deep dive into it. And again, there's he's Anyway, this is how they are. All right, we have breaking free. Yeah. When you do dive deep, you're going to be able to break free in ways you haven't been able to yet. It doesn't feel like you, it's not that you don't want to. When the air came up, maybe it is that you don't want to, but it's something else than that. You don't want to, there's like, it's like denial. Yeah. We have contentment. And we also have truth. Truth would be the one. They're saying to ask for help, ask for guidance. Since Kuan Yin is the one who stepped forward, I would actually ask her to help you with this. It's actually really good with the heart stuff. So if you do have some heart action, she's the one to call. She can help balance out your heart, I suppose. What are you going to do, Kuan Yin? She's going to stimulate your heart to sense what's there and help you understand what it is that you truly want now. All right. So let's take a little bit of a deeper look at this and see what's going on. Any other guidance that you have? Actually, they want this one. We're going to do one other tarot. I don't use this one that much. Let's see. Any other truths that you want to give to Aries? We have the Knight of Cups in its reverse. Ooh. Disillusionment, by the way, but it's self-healing at the same time. I know that to look, okay, sorry, this hurts. It hurts me so much to say this, but it feels like if you were to look a little deeper at this, there will be a lot of pain here. It may make you lose hope and it may make you feel kind of bad, but it's going to help you see truth. And I know that that's hard. It kind of reminds me of how we sometimes internalize things in different ways to help us process or cope with our reality. It's not always the truth, is it? Right? It's just what we need to be the truth so that we can move forward. It feels like there's something like that from your past that you've never really dived deep enough into, that there's a truth there that you could only get by doing that. And that's why they're saying dive deep. We also have the Empress here. Somebody uses this linked to your mother, but I don't think so. I think this is linked to your femininity. It's also linked to your abundance and your ability to create. We have the Two of Cups in its reverse. Sorry, I didn't get the message for that because it hurt so much. But we'll check that out in a second. And I gotta be real, it was real painful. We have the Ten of Cups now here with the the Tower. No, you can't really see that, everyone. I'm so sorry. I need to clarify the Two of Cups. We have the Six of Wands. Interesting. Something, and sorry, I'm trying to grasp all of this at once. Yeah. Ugh, sorry, I see a lot of false starts, failures, things that didn't work out for you. Just a lot of them. I think there's a roots to this, a roots one, like an original, right? It's kind of like the same cycle playing out. There's an original. You need to go back to that one. That's the key. It kind of feels like when everything first, I want to give you an age. It doesn't have to be your age 17 or something like that, or that age frame where something broke you, or you got broke by life or something, or it was such a painful experience that you couldn't find your way out. Whatever the case is, it's the first one though. It feels like they usually hit young. Mine's just a little bit later, by the way. But when that hits you, it's hard. Anyway, your guidance here is to look a little bit deeper at that. It's something that failed. It's a connection, I feel. That's what I feel, but it doesn't have to be. It could be work or something like that as well. Let's see. Is there anything else you want to go towards? We do have one. It's all about how to move forward. All right. I'm going to give you this answer. I think you need it. I want to bring up a mirror. I don't know if you use like mirrors. Kuan Yin is actually quite good at that. If you are interested in that, she's actually quite good. I'm not joking about that. You call her in and you can look at yourself in the mirror. She can help you see stuff. That's what I've gotten before. She's not giving that one for you though. She's saying she's going to place her hands over your eyes and she's going to help you see with, I want to say, your solar plexus or your heart. I think it's a solar plexus. You'll see. Anyway, we have the Ace of Pentacles in its reverse, the Two of Pentacles here. Because this situation didn't pan out, you have a really hard time letting go of it and making a choice in a different direction. We have the Tower again. You're worried that if you were to choose a different path or a different person or a different thing, that it would cut you off from that right now. It might actually, but it doesn't mean it's going to be permanent. But that's the fear, I think, is the biggest fear here. It's what's holding you back as well. Yeah, it's what plays on your mind. and it's what keeps you from moving forward and acting. It's interesting because I heard acting with courage as well. It's a key one for you. You need it. This is going to require some courage, by the way. I can see it. And then we have the 10 of cups. We got this so many times now. Anyway, I know I just shuffle them back in and draw it out, but it's the same thing. This is your happily ever after. This is all about it. Sorry, I didn't register that. Just a second. This is all about your happy ending. What's keeping you from that, and how to get there. And it's all about diving deep into your past and healing it. Yeah, sorry, it is that. I'm getting the 10 again. Oof. Sorry, that hurts to say that. Anyway, I want to thank you, Aries. I know the reading was a bit scattered, but I had a different person. It's like a person who came in and gave a message for you because they wanted you to have it. By the way, they really did. Sorry, it's like, wow. Oh my God, right? Anyway, it's all about your happy ending, and you will have this. I actually see 100% chance you having this happy ending, but you need to be more honest with yourself. You need to make these choices faster. There seems to be really small windows for you to move through, and that you need to be on point here, all right? So I love you, Aries. I thank you, and don't forget to like and comment. Take care. Bye.